Nintendo, you had one job and you couldn't even get that right. Okay, guys, we're going to be talking about Goldeneye 64 today on the Switch. We won't be covering the Xbox version, but we can talk about a few differences here and there of what it doesn't have. Why I won't be covering the Xbox version is because I don't play Xbox. That's just me. I've got a Switch and a PlayStation, and that's how I like to roll. Okay, so let's start off with the controls for the Switch. They were dreadful. They were literally dreadful. Just to be able to play this game, I had to come up with some control style to play. It was just horrendous. It was not like playing on the N64. It's very different. We've got two analog sticks now. It wouldn't have been that hard for Nintendo to put in some different control mechanism to control Bond in the game. There was times in the game where I was just being shot constantly because I couldn't move out of the way. I'm not saying I'm the best gamer in the world, but when it comes to shooting games like this, it's not hard to point, aim, shoot, move, dodge. But you couldn't really do that in this game. It was becoming a bit of a nightmare. And I know a lot of people that have basically said, I'm not playing this game anymore because I can't play it because it's just unplayable. It's unbearable. The graphics, yeah, they're being upscaled. It's a bit more cleaner than the N64 version. It's running at 30 frames per second. That's the same on the Xbox as well. I have seen that the Xbox version does upscale to 4K, but with that in mind, there is problems on the Xbox because the textures are actually splitting because it cannot handle it. So it's one of them where they've just not got it right. It's such a shame because this is such a classic game and it would have been amazing to play it on the new controls. I do know that the Xbox version does have a new control scheme to play with, which people are raving about, but it doesn't have a multiplayer. I'm not sure why Nintendo just couldn't add a new control scheme into the N64, into the Switch version. It's such a shame. It's really, really let the game down. Other than that, I did finish the game. Yeah, it's fun to play. At the end you do unlock cheats as well. You can unlock cheats throughout the game. And again, for the life of me, to enter the cheats, because we're using the N64 controls, it took a bit of time just to understand which buttons are which. So again, yes, a new control scheme would have been great. Now, going forward, I'm not sure what the next release on the Switch expansion pass is. I would like to see Donkey Kong 64, but I have been told it's not coming. And no one's really said the reason why. I assume it's down to licensing issues, but I can't really get a clear answer. If anyone can give me that answer, that would be great. So that's my initial thoughts on GoldenEye. It's you know what? It's a classic game, but it's a letdown on the next generation of consoles. And just to add in, I don't understand why this wasn't. I understand Xbox own Rare, and Nintendo had the original GoldenEye, but it would have been great to see this game ported over to the PlayStation as well. They could have put a price tag on it, maybe $5.99. It just would have been good for everyone to experience this game. So I'm not sure why they didn't release it on PlayStation. Maybe they will in the future. Could be a part of some deal, but as we've seen at the moment, Xbox and Sony seem to be at war because of the whole acquisition of Activision. So we'll see with that one. The one good thing Nintendo did get right is the 16:9 ratio, which was in the original game, which is being passed over to this game, and it basically gets rid of those horrible borders on the side, which is on every single N64 game, and it's quite frustrating really because you don't want them on the game. You want the game to fully fit the screen. So if that could be added to every single N64 game, that would be Amazing. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, let me know your thoughts on the game. I'd like to hear them. Till then, I'll see you on the next one. We'll be covering, is there a Nintendo Direct coming, which I believe there is, but I don't believe it's when everyone's saying it is. So catch me on the next one.